Yo, what is up YouTube? James Baek here, and welcome back to another episode of VGC 17 Back to Battles. Today is the last episode with this team, Dracov's team of Slowpoke, Smeargle, Hariyama, Torkoal, Lilligant, and Nihilego. Let us get started with some games. But yes, in the next episode, yes, and technically the new next episode, which is coming out tomorrow, we'll be featuring a different team, and yeah, it's been pretty fun with this team. Had some really strong victories and some really bad losses, like dominated losses, but yeah, it should be interesting when we switch over to a new team. I do like using fun teams a lot, using obscure Pokemon. That is something I do, but yeah, cannot wait to try out a different team. But of course, there is Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon coming out in 3 weeks. London is also in 3 weeks, which is crazy. The end of VGC 17. Of course, VGC 17 is still actually going to go on. I think the rules come out in January, so the rest of the events of 2017 are going to be played VGC 2017 style. However, yeah, I'm just really just can't wait for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I think a lot of us are pretty sick of VGC 17 to this point. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a format. It's just, I don't know, I didn't really enjoy it. I think this is actually the format I least enjoyed, actually, probably, out of playing. Well, there's 2011. I didn't really like 2011 either. But enough about that. I could talk about that in a different video. We got Cheeto here with the team of Tapu Bulu, Buzzwole, Nihilego, Porygon 2, Mudsdale, and Arcanine. So I have one counter to the Mudsdale. Well, I don't have good answers to Nihilego. Ooh, this team is scary. Hariyama does work, so does Nihilego, so I think I want to lead that. I think I need Torkoal for the Tapu Bulu plus the Buzzwole, which I don't think are coming, but hey, who knows. And I think I'll go Lilligant's probably my best answer. The Slowpoke is also decent here. Slowpoke can control the match in the game. I could just sleep out everything though in the Lilligant, and that's kind of tempting, so I'm actually going to go Lilligant and see how this goes. I'm going to see how this goes. I need to get rid of Arcanine, which is probably the main threat to my Lilligant. Buzzwole can be handled by Torkoal basically. We'll see here though. We'll see. This is going to be an interesting matchup. I've been facing a lot of Bancore lately on the Showdown ladder though, which is interesting. We're going to see Tapu Bulu and Mudsdale take the field. Man, I wish I let Torkoal Lilligant here, but Nihilego Hariyama still isn't too bad here either, because I could probably... You would have to be scared if you're the Tapu Bulu slot, right? Because the Sludge Bomb's so obvious, the Fake Out's obvious in the Mudsdale. I feel like I could just double switch here, to be honest. Going to Torkoal, going to Lilligant, which I think is the most solid play here, to be, if I'm being completely honest, because of the fact I'm very sure Tapu Bulu either switches out or protects here. You don't want to take a Sludge Bomb unless you're really risking it. And then I'm pretty sure it's just going to be high horsepower going to go into Nihilego to try and get rid of it as quick as possible, because Nihilego is a huge threat to the team, as we're going to see what the Drought going to be activating here, and we'll see what my opponent goes for. It's going to be, yep, Protect from Tapu Bulu, and I'm guessing it's a high horsepower into my Lilligant slot. High horsepower. Yeah. So basically I do call that. That did a lot actually, but okay. That did a lot. I can't tell what kind of item this Mudsdale is. I would assume it's either Assault Vest or Berry. Those are the most common too. Bloom Doom is looking really good here in Eruption. My opponent doesn't really have switch-ins, and of course if Arcanine comes in, I still have, you know, Sleep Powder. Let's see if we could actually hit it, but Bloom Doom is going to come out into Mudsdale and Eruption. It's a very safe play overall. No switch outs for my opponent, so I will be able to get the Bloom Doom off, and this will be able to knock on Mudsdale, which is my opponent's probably best answer to Nihilego. So maybe my opponent just decided I don't have switch-ins. I can't let Arcanine take all this damage because it doesn't want to switch into a grass type move, boosting terrain, plus an Eruption from Torkoal, which I think it would actually survive and be able to eat the berry just because of the fact we're not Charcoal, which has been a huge factor in like when I bring this mode. But I am able to knock out the Mudsdale, which is great here, and unless this Tapu Bulu has something weird like Continental Crush, we are good. Leech Seed going to be coming out from the Tapu Bulu. Okay, that's an interesting one. Haven't seen that in quite a while. Eruption's gonna come out though into the Tapu Bulu slot, and that will be able to pick up a knockout unless it's Focus Sash. No Focus Sash, so Tapu Bulu goes straight down here, and that is a quick 2 knockouts. Let us see what my opponent's gonna bring in the back. Arcanine probably, and I'm guessing Nihilego would be the last 2 Pokemon. Buzzwole? Okay, so that's one threat I don't have to worry about. Porygon 2. So no Nihilego, no Arcanine. Either my opponent really didn't expect me to bring the Torkoal Lilligant mode, which is very risky. Huh. I really don't know what my opponent was anticipating here. I can go for After You Eruption here, which I think is very safe. I'm not sure if Assault Vest Buzzwole can live an Eruption in the sun, but I'll go for display because even if, let's say, the Buzzwole protected, Porygon 2 can't really do much. If it Trick Rooms, I get to Eruption in sun and outspeed the Buzzwole, so it doesn't really matter at this point. As yeah, I'm able to knock out Buzzwole here. And Ice Beam is going to come out, targeting down my Lilligant, but this isn't... Will this pick up the knockout? It does actually pick up the knockout. Oh yeah, because I think it got the download boost? Or was it analytic? I don't remember. But I could bring out my Hariyama. Hariyama, just fire off Close Combat, fire off Eruptions, and that'll be a good game. So, yeah, a really interesting decision. I really want to know what my opponent's thought process was of not bringing the 2 Pokemon that really do well against Sun. I don't know what I'm checking. Oh yeah. Yeah, it got a boost. It got the download boost, a special attack. So I go for Eruption Close Combat here, and that will be able to seal the game. Ice Beam gonna come out, trying to go for maybe a freeze here. Maybe I should have faked out, because I'm pretty sure you can freeze in normal sun, but you can't freeze in like desolate land. The what I know if it's the Primordial Sea that summons heavy rains and strong sunlight. Yeah, strong sunlight I think it's called. I played so much VGC 2016 and yet I cannot remember what the sun was called. Like I know Primal Groudon. I just don't remember what it was called. I just can't really remember. But we do take a first win. Really interesting game, I think. But yeah, my opponent really didn't have switches to Bloom New Eruption, so I understand why you sacked a Mudsdale here. Because I think Porygon 2 would have gone down to Bloom New plus Eruption. Otherwise, it would go down to a second combination anyway. Yeah, there wasn't really much my opponent could do. Just once I had Torkoal Lilligant, which can sweep through unprepared teams. Like this, the mode really just sweeps through unprepared teams. As we have a second opponent with a Klefki, Muck, Tapu Koko, Buzzwole, Politoed, and Golduck. Okay. Oh yeah, wasn't this Sebas's top 8 Worlds team? It was, yeah. Now I remember. I don't remember what the stats were, and of course I can't really assume much. Klefki gets access to Metal Sound, which could be a bit troublesome. Rain does do really solid here, though. Rain is very solid here. I mean, not Rain. Trick Room is very solid here. Trick Room is very solid here, not Rain. So I think I want to go Slowpoke Hariyama with Torkoal Lilligant in the back because it seems like the best mode against my opponent. Klefki is going to be annoying because I don't know what his moveset is. Metal Sound, Screens. Screens are going to be annoying because Screens can really save my opponent here from me clicking like Eruption even in the sun against a Water type Pokemon because I do have that access. If it carries Rain Dance, that's an extremely annoying issue. I do have Sunny Day though, so I guess that's not too bad. Slowpoke plus Hariyama will take the field against my opponent's Klefki, Tapu Koko. So I'm forced to fake out the Tapu Koko here. 100%. I can take an electric type move here. As, yeah, this is going to be one. Maybe Smeargle would have been better here. But then again, I would have had to sacrifice either Lilligant. I would have probably had to sacrifice Lilligant in order to bring it. So, Trick Room is up. We're going to go for the fake out into the Tapu Koko slot. Let us see what my opponent's going to bring out. As I will fake out the Tapu Koko here. Do a solid chunk of damage. Reflect is going to go straight up. So I won't be able to do much damage to my opponent as Tapu Koko does flinch. And we do get to trick him up. So not too bad of a turn. I'm probably going to switch into Lilligant here because I really do need Lilligant up and running in order to start putting on some pressure. Also, I need Slowpoke around. Like, Slowpoke needs Sunny Day and the Surf mechanics. As I'm gonna go for the Heavy Slam, I think, in the Tapu Koko. Yeah. Heavy Slam, because if my opponent wants to set up Light Screen here, I should still be able to knock out Tapu Koko with the Leaf Storm. So this is the main reason why I want to get Lilligant out. I can't bring Torkoal out right away because of the fact, you know, this... Oh, jeez. Metal Sound. Oh, no. It's begun, people. It has begun. So Heavy Slam is going to come out, target down this Tapu Koko here. That actually does a lot more than I expected. Gleam is going to come out. Okay, so not a Thunderbolt like I was anticipating, but Gleam, oh my lord. Okay, that was a crit on Lilligant. I was just about to say, that did too much damage to the Lilligant. Yeah, so that's not too bad here. I can go out on Torkoal very safely here and click Eruption. Of course, I did just, you know, speed up my Lilligant. However, I do have my Torkoal here. And of course, I could just set up this Sunny Day with Slowpoke in the back, so I'm not really too concerned about that right now, as I am going to go hard in my Slowpoke, as I'm pretty sure Tapu Koko will protect here. And Klefki most likely going to try to set up the Light Screen here. So I'm going to go for Eruption because I need to boost up my power. I need to boost up. I just need damage. One, I can't let Tapu Koko's damage output come straight up, as Politoed is going to come out, which is okay here. As I could just Sunny Day the following turn, which isn't too bad, knock out the Klefki, and then, you know, probably activate my weakness policy in the future, which would be nice. As Lilligant's also going to retreat. Did I just say retweet? Yeah, retweet me on Twitter, people. But Light Screen is going to come out, so I'm curious on how much damage this does to Klefki. I'm betting it's not going to do even 20%, to be honest, because in the rain, plus that Light Screen, plus no charcoal, that actually did like 25, which isn't bad. And yeah, Politoed won't be knocked out by a Solar Beam, so I'm going to Sunny Day here and Eruption, which will allow me to pick up the knockout onto Klefki here, as well as get some chip damage on the Politoed, reduce the damage of like a Scald or something coming out, and we'll see what my opponent does to counter this. As Sunny Day is such a nice tech here, it really is. Metal Sound, however, in the Torkoal actually might be a problem. Metal Sound is actually looking like a big problem. And Metal Sound is going to come out, but Torkoal avoids the attack. Oh, that's so huge. Metal Sound's 85% accurate if I remember, so that is absolutely huge, especially if I'm able to get rid of the Klefki. That prevents me from taking so much damage from this Politoed. So Eruption is going to come out into the Klefki and pick up the knockout. That's absolutely huge here. And we're probably going to see the Scald come out from the Politoed. Yep, Scald's going to come out. How much this does in Sun? It would have KO'd, but like the Metal Sound was so important because like even if I heal pulse, I would still go down to another Scald. So that Metal Sound miss was absolutely huge here. So good for me. Let us see what's going to be coming out from my opponent's side. It's going to be that Golduck. And I think I'll go for the heal pulse. Yeah, I'll heal pulse my Torkoal, and I think I'll go for the Solar Beam here into the Golduck. The problem is I don't think Solar Beam will be able to knock out the Golduck, as actually we're going to see the switch out on the Tapu Koko, which is interesting here. So let us see. Golduck's going to protect too. Okay. But that's stalling out turns of Light Screen. Is Trick Room almost over? I don't think Trick Room was over. Is Trick Room actually over? It might be actually. Solar Beam into the Golduck's Protect. Reflect is over and Trick Room was over. Okay, so now I understand my opponent's thought process, but ooh, this is tricky because I don't know. This is a 50-50 right here. I feel like you could either go for Thunderbolt into my Slowpoke slot and Hydro Vortex, or you could switch on to Politoed potentially. Both plays are extremely bad for me in the cases. And I can't switch into Lilligant because it already took too much damage. Well, it's not Thunderbolt in terrain, so maybe I have that going for me. I think my best play is to Trick Room here anyway and Protect, because I can't exactly let my Torkoal go down right away. So Torkoal's gonna, Golduck's gonna withdraw going to Politoed, which is smart. But again, it comes down to well, if it's Thunder, it probably actually knocks me out, so we'll see here. If you're Thunder, you just knock me out. So Protect with my Torkoal here. And it is the Thunder into the Torkoal slot. Oh my lord, that is huge. That is absolutely huge. Going for the Thunder in the Torkoal slot, so I guess even if I got Trick Room up, well, I don't know. Thunder I don't think knocks my Torkoal out because no electric terrain, but I'll take that turn any day. So sunny day here, and I think I'll go for this Eruption here. Like, I really want to predict Golda coming in, but I don't see a reason not to just sunny day here and Eruption because it catches 1 Tapu Koko, 2 it's chip damage on Politoed. I think there are just so many factors that sunny day is just a very safe play overall. And nice, he stayed in and didn't protect with either Pokemon. So I get the Eruption off here into the Tapu Koko, and now this Politoed is trapped and we have Sun up. So Eruption gets a crit on the Politoed, which is unfortunate here. I mean, don't think it really changed too much because I don't think there was anything Politoed could really do. Scald wasn't really going to do much there. But yeah, that's just unfortunate for my opponent. That's like adding salt to the wounds here. As Golduck is going to be my opponent's last Pokemon, and I do just win by clicking Solar Beam. Like, I actually just win by clicking Solar Beam. There's actually no chance for my opponent. Especially with Lilligant in the back. Yeah, so I ended up getting extremely lucky in that game. Like, extremely lucky with the Metal Sound miss. That was absolutely huge. Although I'm still really interested on the... I wonder if Hydro Vortex in the rain would be able to KO Torkoal to protect. It actually might have, so maybe it wasn't the smart call. I'm actually really curious about that calc, to be completely honest. Because if it does, I think that was probably my opponent's safest play, although, you know, it might not. So yeah, there's not much reason to just Heal Pulse the Torkoal and Solar Beam here, which does pick up the knockout onto the Golduck. But yeah, Metal Sound miss was huge. The Thunder was interesting into the Torkoal slot. I wonder what my opponent was anticipating. Maybe was anticipating me sacking my Lilligant there potentially, and me going for the attack there. That way my opponent got Rain up. Yet if he got, well, Slowpoke can't do anything against 2 Pokemon anyway that could just fire off offensive pressure, so I guess it makes sense. Because, you know, you covered a Lilligant switch in. Maybe my opponent really was expecting that Lilligant switch in, because it does make sense. If I switch in a Lilligant there and you're able to knock out my Torkoal with Thunder, but I don't think you were able to knock out the Torkoal with Thunder. That's like the big thing, the big flaw with that plan. I just don't think you would be able to knock out Torkoal with Thunder, but able to clutch it out somehow. Able to clutch it out somehow. Got a bit lucky, but able to clutch it out. So let us see what is going to be the last battle with this team. So I have played this team off camera too, because I was really enjoying it at first, and then I just ended up getting frustrated because as you can tell by the team, if you look at it, it does have modes. However, there are some extremely limited modes, and the amount of support you have the Torkoal and Smeargle as support Pokemon, and not having Protect kind of hurts, like if you want to try to gain like a better board positioning, because you can't exactly Protect, switch out, which is like something I do a lot. It's like something I do a lot, and I can't do it with this team, so not having that kind of just hurts me a lot. So yeah, I lost a lot of battles with this team, but I also won some really fun ones, so you know, give and take. It's a fun team. As we got Merlino with the team of Ninetales, Tapu Lele, Arcanine, Garchomp, Celesteela, and Muck. Ooh, okay. Look, what looks really good? Torkoal. What's gonna be hard to deal with? I don't think that Celesteela carries Wide Guard. It doesn't really make sense. Isn't this Pado's team? Oh yeah, this was Pado's team from like what challenge did you win? I think he won the Brazil Internet Challenge. I don't remember exactly. However, this is gonna be a strange one. Depends on the Lele set. I remember it being substitute, so that's gonna be really, really annoying to deal with. I think Nihilego is actually a solid call here. Nihilego, Slowpoke, Torkoal, Lilligant. And again, it doesn't make much sense to lead Slowpoke with that. I think I want to go Nihilego, Lilligant with Hariyama, Slowpoke, Torkoal in the back. I don't know. This is gonna be really interesting. I think the main way I want to deal with this. Oh wait, wasn't it Scarf Garchomp? It wasn't like Tectonic Rage. Oh no. Oh no, I might have goofed up. I might have goofed up. I forgot it's supposed to be Scarf Garchomp on this team. Maybe my phone adjusted it. However, you never know. You never know. So it's Arcanine Muck taking the field, which is actually probably, I don't know, that's semi-ideal here because I could get a Power Gem into Arcanine very safely, which is able to pick up a knockout on offensive variants. However, on defensive variants, it's not really to play. Do I need Lilligant really heavily in this matchup? Not really. I only brought Lilligant as a lead to Sleep Powder, to be completely honest. Handle maybe a Garchomp and Sleep Powder, but I don't really need Lilligant as much. So I think I'm just going to Power Gem here, the Arcanine and Sleep Powder and a Muck, because Muck is a pretty big threat to my team. I would like to Sleep Powder it so I can get maybe some Surf Eruptions and Trick Room up later in the game. So Power Gem's going to come out, pick up the knockout on Arcanine, which is huge, a huge knockout turn 1 there. As Beast Boost is going to activate and gain an attack boost, as we are going to be able to Sleep Powder and a Muck here. No, just kidding. Taunt's going to come out into the Nihilego, so expecting a Trick Room it looks like from my opponent. So I actually don't think the Muck originally carried Taunt. I think it carried Toxic. Although maybe Pod will change the team, which would make sense here. Tapu Lele is going to come out here. And unless I Scar Tapu Lele, I get this Sleep Powder and a Muck. Like I'm still gonna Sleep Powder and a Muck because it's probably the safest option I have for me. So we get to find out right now what kind of Tapu Lele set this is, but I'm just gonna Sleep Powder and a Muck. Like I always Sleep Powder and a Muck. I have to assume this is like Scarf Lele though. Yeah, it's Scarf Lele. We do confirm that, which is actually not terrible for me here, because Sleep. I'm gonna please hit the Sleep Powder. No, and you hit Gunk Shot. Yeah, Pokemon's great. Gunk Shot gonna go into Lilligant. That's gonna be able to pick up the knockout. And now we're in a terrible position. Now, if people wonder why I've never used Sun in an official tournament, even though I say it's really strong a lot of the times, that is the reason why. I will never hit a Sleep Powder. The only times I hit Sleep Powders were Jump Pluck back in 2014. That was like the only time. And I guess, actually, did I even use Sleep Powder on Venusaur? I don't even think I used Sleep Powder. I might have. I honestly don't remember if I used Sleep Powder on Venusaur back in 2014 regionals. But I can't risk him damaging my Torkoal. I need it to be a full health so I can Surf Eruption spam, so I have to trick him here and protect, unfortunately. And a double up can definitely go into the Slowpoke slot as Psychic's gonna come out. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's a double up here. Will this be able to pick up the knockout? Is the question. I think it will be. We'll see here. Oh, it's actually not. Okay, that's great. That's something positive going here. We do get to trick him up. Of course, the Garchomp's in the back. If I don't pick up this knockout onto Muck, we are absolutely screwed anyway. Yeah, I need to pick up the knockout on Muck. I think I needed to Eruption there. I or Flamethrower to Muck. However, if I didn't want to take that risk, because, you know, Eruption can still potentially knock out the Muck depending on its spread here. So Surf is going to come out. And we're going to get our Weakness Policy boost. It really depends on what kind of Garchomp set it is. Let us see here. We're going to go for the Eruption here. That's going to be able to knock out both Pokemon. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. Okay, we're still in this game. Really comes down to the last Pokemon. If it's Garchomp, since it's not Scarf Garchomp, it could be Z-move. That's the one problem I'm holding right here. Yeah, it's Garchomp coming out. I think I have to bait the Tectonic Rage in the Torkoal, which I think you do go for. If you go for Earthquake, you're a god. But yeah, I'll go for Surf here and to protect. Hope he goes for Tectonic Rage in the Torkoal here. We'll see though. We'll see if this is Tectonic Rage, Garchomp. Surf into the Garchomp, just, you know, for the chip. Did we see a Z-move from my opponent? No, we saw Muck, Arcanine, and Tapu Lele. Yeah, it's Tectonic Rage, and that should go in the Torkoal slot, and that's basically what I needed here. I really needed this. I needed to call out the Tectonic Rage here. Because now Torkoal's able to survive, I can Heal Pulse, go for an Eruption plus Flamethrower. There's still some factors in this game, which is very scary. As, you know, Torkoal's going to be taking quite a bit of damage here. But yeah, I can Heal Pulse that back up. This is still a scary endgame, actually, because it really... I think I still lose, actually. Well, there are 2 turns of Trick Room left. If you protect now, that's what I'm worried about. If he Earthquakes now, that's easy for me to win. But if he just goes for the protect now, which he doesn't actually, which that's huge. Actually, wait, no, you just Earthquake protect. Earthquake. No, that actually makes sense. No, I think I still lose unless Eruption crits here. Or it just knocks out the Garchomp. That just knocks out the Garchomp. I thought that was a crit. Wow. Okay, so we are able to win. The play I was actually expecting was protect. Then you Earthquake on the last turn of Trick Room. You survive the Eruption. And then you Earthquake again. But I guess his method worked too, because you now got the Slowpoke there. And you're able to get a single target. Well, actually, no matter what. You would have got a single target Earthquake off. You know what I'm basically trying to say. Like, what I was trying to basically say is he goes for an Earthquake. Is able to stall out Trick Room somehow by protecting one of those 2 turns. And then goes for the single target Earthquake in the Torkoal because I can't do anything. And with the spread Earthquake combined with a single target Earthquake, that would have been able to pick up the knockout. But luckily, plus 2 Torkoal and Sun, it would have come through. It was able to come through, and we are going to be able to pick up 3 wins in today's episode. I don't know how. I've been on a really big losing streak off camera with this team, but hope everyone enjoyed today's episode of VGC 17 Back to Battles. If you did, please leave a like down below. It really shows the support. You can check out the rest of my social medias down below. You can also check out the team, the QR code, if you want to go check it out down below, as well as Dracoff if you want to go give him a follow on Twitter. You can check out the social medias down below, previous episodes of VGC 17 Back to Battles, and we're going to be using a brand new team in the next episode, so hope you will enjoy this next team, and I will see you around soon.